Part of me absolutely loves this, and part of me is horrified by it. We have two stories. The first, CNN reporter gets robbed while working on story about San Francisco's rampant street crime. Yeah, they smashed into the back of the car and they stole CNN's equipment. Ha 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 ha. You may have heard this story. But we also have this thread from Snehal Antani talking about people being robbed in San Francisco once again. And this story is revealing. And I'm sorry, it's deliciously hilarious. Now, I know many of you may say, do not mock the misfortune of others. And you're correct. I feel bad for these people. But these people in San Francisco keep voting for the same thing. So I cannot help but sit back and say, you deserve it. Not like you deserve to be wronged. No. Hold on. If you vote for school funding and your schools get funded, you deserve it. You fought hard for that funding and you've gotten it. You deserve it. If you train every day to run and then you enter a running competition and you run better than everybody, you deserve that win because you worked hard for it. And if you are a lazy, ignorant, mindless cultist who keeps voting every day for these psychopaths, you deserve it. And I hope you get more of it. Here's the story. He tweeted, a teammate visiting San Francisco for an off-site called me frantically last night after dinner at Fisherman's Wharf. They came back to a smashed car window and 2 stolen backpacks, $10,000 in gear lost, passports gone, etc. Now I'll pause here. Yes, I get it. These people are not from San Francisco. My point earlier is about the people who live there, who keep voting for it. This is what you get. Now, if you are ignorant and go to San Francisco without knowing anything about this, that's also partly your fault too. This stuff's been going on for a long time. The city's in disrepair. You need to speak up about it. Anyway, he continues. Laptop bags were in the trunk, nothing visible from the street. A typical description of a smash and grab, yet thieves were able to find the specific car and knew to pull the rear seat down and reach into the trunk. How? As I explained, these aren't homeless ransoming smashing windows. These, randomly, I think he meant to say. These are professionals using Bluetooth scanners to find laptop bags and idle iPad Bose headphones all emit Bluetooth. And let me guess, it was the rear window facing the street because thieves drive up to the car, open the door, and smash and grab. A witness must be directly behind the thieves, RJC anything. All other views are blocked. My teammate said his companion was on the phone with police, to which I said they don't care. Maybe they'll show up in a few hours. They'll likely make you go to the station, but this happens thousands of times per week. So now, I need to include a pre-visit security brief to people traveling San Francisco. This is a big reason I'm hesitant to open an office in the city versus keeping remote team and occasionally meeting up at a location to whiteboard. And my teammates will be scarred forever. Being robbed hits you at your core, especially when it's thousands of dollars of loss. There is no downtown recovery without an aggressive push for safety, London breed. So this is Snehal Antani, I believe, lives there. I'm not entirely sure. But I will just say, this is what you get. You vote for it, you get it. Don't know, don't care. I have friends who are lefty woke people. It's true, I know. And all these people are like, you don't have any friends who... Dude, come on. As if I didn't know people 10 years ago at Occupy Wall Street. Yes, political divisions are bad. But I have some friends. Sometimes we talk very little. Sometimes we talk a lot. I have a couple friends I haven't talked to in years because of how insane things have gotten. And I see their posts on social media and I think you deserve it because you're evil. It's the banality of evil. Yeah, there are a couple people that come to mind. They seem really well-known, high-profile people. And they do everything they can to be nice. And they post on social media all the mindless platitudes of woke orthodoxy. And I'm like, you are destroying everything and you don't care. You literally don't care. I know they don't care. Because they hear something from a friend and they go online and they're like, I'm going to be snarky and snooty and tell you why I'm better than you. The police are bad. And now San Francisco is in decay and disrepair. Now, at least I can respect this. Dude's calling it out. I appreciate it. I'm not going to rag on this guy. The people who got robbed weren't living there. I think this guy does. He's calling out the mayor, London Breed, saying something's got to be done about it. And I can respect that because people need to speak up. This is part of solving the problem. Speaking out about it, calling out the crises, and saying the next mayor will win by running on a simple platform. Safe neighborhoods, clean streets, great public schools. Clearly, the dude is still a lefty with his great public schools response, fine. But at least he's calling out the crime and the problem. As for the CNN reporter, this one's just so funny. March 17th, got robbed again. Jason K, CNN, and I were at City Hall in San Francisco to do an interview for CNN. We had security to watch our rental car, crew car. Thieves did this in under 4 seconds. Security stopped the jerks from stealing other bags, but seriously, this is ridiculous. Here's the funny thing. They had security there, and the smash and grab still happened. It's kind of crazy watching that show, 1883, when the dude is walking down the street in this town. I think it was in like Dallas or Houston or something. And then some dude apparently pickpockets him or something. At first, he says, he bumps into a guy and he's like, where's my wallet? That's not what you're talking about. He punches the guy in the face. Then he searches the guy who doesn't have it. Then he looks over and sees someone frantically running and he goes, him. Shoots him in the back with the shotgun, walks up, gets his wallet back, and then when the crowd's gathering around, he goes, he stole my wallet. And then he puts it in his coat and walks away, and they throw a rope around his neck and string him up, killing him on the spot. Dude, I don't believe that. There's another scene where they accuse these, I don't know, these guys, bandits or something, at a bar of killing this woman's kid. And it did, and it's complicated. But anyway, they just walk in, like, who did it? And like, it's them. And he goes, okay, bang, 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 bang. He shoots and kills them all. And I'm like, dude, okay, I don't believe that's how things ever took place. Like, everyone just randomly killing each other. I certainly believe there was murder and crime in the Wild West, and you could die at a moment's notice, but a little too much. That kind of idea. Oh, look at this. Wow. Our Hyde security guard tried to grab the crooks. We got a picture of the getaway car. And they'll change getaway cars. Here's my point. It used to be crazy. If you broke the law, you would get, at least in that TV show, strung up. But at the very least, I think they'd beat the crap out of you. Now, no one does anything. Car pulls up, destroys someone's life, they're gone. And I mean destroyed in the figurative sense. Like if you got a laptop and you got your work on it, you've got your college papers and you've got everything, your banking stuff, and they steal that, that is going to hurt bad. But nothing gets done about this. The police won't do anything despite the fact that they can easily do something about it. Regular people who live nearby, they won't do anything about it. And they will all keep voting for the same thing. They will keep voting for the same people. They will keep voting for the same Democrats. And it will only just continue to get worse. So what more can be said? You reap what you sow. And if you keep voting for these people and you keep voting for this system, then so be it. Do not expect people like me to give you any sympathy. These people, even these CNN reporters, I bet they vote Democrat. I bet they go to cities like this, they vote for more of it, and like, oh, gee golly, I can't believe I'm being victimized again. And I'm just sitting back like, I'm in MAGA country, baby. We got guns. I'm not worried about it. Don't pull up on my property. I will defend my life. Because you do not get the benefit of the doubt in West Virginia. If you are attempting to break onto my property, the only thing I can assume is a threat of lethal force, and I'm allowed to. Because I will be damned if I have to assume the dude who is armed and breaking into my home has nothing but good intentions, or they simply want to take a computer and they'll be on their way. Don't harm them. Let them have the computer. Why? It's not worth their life. No, I am under no obligation. The victim is under no obligation to assume safety. You break into my house, don't be surprised if we defend ourselves with the best to the best of our abilities. And you know what? It's legal. As for these crackpot states where they ban guns and they scold you if you dare do anything about it, you deserve it. But you know what? These people stay there. They stay there, they live there, they seem to enjoy it. So far be it for me to complain, right? Now, just don't destroy it and then move somewhere else. That's the problem. Based on the voting patterns in Texas and Florida, it seems like the people who moved out learned their lesson, which is surprising to me because I thought they would bring with them a lot of woke people, but No, Texas and Florida election voting patterns seem to indicate that all the good people left and said, I ain't voting for that anymore. I was talking to some locals recently, and they asked me where I was from, and I said, not from here. But I moved here recently, in the past couple of years, because the people here are better. And they smiled, and I'm like, I fly the American flag in my house. That's the easiest way to explain it. The people in West Virginia tend to be more understanding of hard work, meritocracy, and responsibility. Whereas in these big cities, everyone says, don't look at me. I ain't getting involved. I'll leave it there. Next segment's coming up in a few minutes. Stick around, and I'll see you all shortly.